Welcome to this edition of Channel 97 News.
We come to you today from the guidance office at OHS, and here's a look at just some of the stories you'll see on today's show.
We go around OHS to show you how some students are all about the drama.
We visit the Hill to hear from one OHS student who truly understands her heritage.
We go to area beds to examine the dangers of tanning.
And we get to hear another riveting commentary from Robbie Obradovic.
We'll have all that and much more on today's edition of Channel 97 News.
And it all starts now.
Welcome back to Eyes on the Tigers Channel 97 News. I'm Melissa Quinones.
And I'm Kira De La Fuente. The past month was a busy time for the guidance department. Students selected their classes for next year, and they had plenty to choose from. Dan Altman has the story.
When it comes to picking classes here at OHS, students have plenty to choose from.
We offer a ton of electives. Not only that, we have upper level offerings such as dual credit courses and AP courses. We have so many offerings here that it is just unbelievable. It just is another indication of the quality of school that Oakville High School is and all of the opportunities that our students have.
According to the December issue of The Prowl, Oakville offers more AP and elective courses than just about any school district in St. Louis County. So what should students be thinking about when they're making their decisions?
When kids are looking at their schedule for the next year, and it's harder the younger you are, but I think that once you get into high school, you need to have some idea of, first of all, what are your interests? What are the things you're truly interested in? And then the second thing is that if you are lucky enough, and some kids don't know, but if you're lucky enough to know a direction you want to go in your career, then those are the things that should be driving your schedule.
This is truly why the course selection process is extremely important to students. We truly build a schedule for what our students want. We want you to be thinking of the courses that you want. We want you to think about it. We want you to research, and we want you to talk to teachers about the courses. We would like you to talk to other students. We'd like for you to talk to your parents. We'd like for you to talk to the counselors about your course selection.
While higher level courses may not be for everybody, at least one former OHS student sees their benefit.
9 credit hours I rolled in college with really helped me out, get a head start in my freshman year. So yeah, take AP classes because it'll really help you out in the long run. It's cheaper.
With photographers Sam Nelms, Holly Dinkins, and Jake Morehart, I'm Dan Altman for Channel 97 News.
Basketball is over. The spring play is this week. Here's Kira with more.
Hi, I'm Kira De La Fuente, and this is Around OHS. The Drama Department will present a unique production tonight, tomorrow, and Friday in the Drama Center. Showtime each night is 7 o'clock.
This season, during the play, we're going to do 2 one-acts instead of one play. First one act is called The Arrivals. It's about all this love triangles, and it's really fun. And the second play is called Take 5, and Take 5 is basically a play within a play and all the craziness that goes on trying to set up a play.
Between now and March 21st, AMPs are collecting flip-flops.
Seniors in my AMP, Gabby Barwick and Caitlin Kennedy, they ran the idea past me that they wanted to raise flip-flops for Gateway 180 homeless shelter down in the city because they need flip-flops to use the showers and they didn't really have a whole lot, so that's what we decided to do.
OHS is now collecting submissions for its literary magazine, Writings on the Wall.
It's a collection of original student work, artwork, poetry, short story, photography, all kinds of things. Any kind of poetry or art. We've got, all kinds of things from photography to some people took pictures of ceramics and we published them. So just about anything. We're open to all kinds of ideas. just drop by my room 222, and we'll take it.
The OHS girls and boys basketball teams played in the championship game of the district tournament on March 1st. Both teams lost close games to Jackson.
I was proud of the girls who played a great first half. We were up 6 at halftime, and we got outside and covered their shooters, which is what you're worried about. And then in the second half, they got hot from the three-point line. We were a little late covering. Jackson's a good team, and my girls played hard. And all you can ask for is to be tied going to the fourth quarter against district's championship. So
we knew Jackson was a tough opponent going into the game. They came from the south, so we don't get to see them very often. So it was a little bit harder for us to recruit or to look at the tape on them. But I thought we had a really good chance. Early in the game, we kind of struggled with our scoring, but I thought that if we could keep the game close, we had an opportunity to win down the stretch.
And that's a look at this week around OHS. I'm Kira De La Fuente for Channel 97 News. Here's a story about a local beauty queen, but her success in pageants is about much more than just beauty.
Christina Bartels, a senior at Oakville High School, was crowned Miss Italian St. Louis 2012.
The pageant was held Sunday, August 12th at the Italian American Bocce Club. I decided to be in the pageant to help represent my heritage and to be a role model and be involved with the Italian community.
They asked Christina and the other girls to step onto the stage, and they asked them questions about their heritage. And she just spoke like a pro. Some of the other girls were very intimidated by speaking to the audience, but she wasn't at all.
So then she was crowned Miss Italiano. The family was very excited. Her dad and her grandpa were very proud, along with her grandma and myself. Christy was very honored to get to be the queen of the hill, because that's basically what she is.
I got to lay the wreath at the base of the Columbus statue in Tillis Park. I have met many people through this, like Francis Slay at the Columbus Day Parade, and also Joe Vitale of the Pittsburgh Penguins, who is a judge at the pageant.
With photographer Alex Hugridge, I'm Melissa Quinones for Channel 97 News. Teenagers love to work on their tans. Jamie Draco and Laura Pickler show us how dangerous this activity can actually be.
With spring break quickly approaching, many students are hitting up the local tanning salons. Why do students go tanning in the first place? And is some tanning too much? We're about to find out.
Indoor tanning has UVA and UVB rays. UVB rays go to the outer layers of the skin, and they're the ones that cause the sunburns. UVA rays go deeper into the deeper layers of the skin. Both of them can cause skin cancer, and there's a 75% higher risk of having melanoma when you indoor tan. 1 out of 8 people who are diagnosed with melanoma this year will die.
In the latter part of high school and all through college, I was a tanner. At first it started just tanning for school dances, and then I really liked being warm in that bed, and so I would go a lot. My mom had kind of picked up the habit along the way to get tan for my wedding, and then like me, she really enjoyed being tan until November of 2007 when she found out that she had melanoma. I have not tanned a single time since then. It's not worth it.
I had skin cancer on my face. It was really scary at first because not knowing if it was basal cell or melanoma. You never know how big of an area they have to remove. I did have to have plastic surgery afterwards, and it's something that I think about all the time. But it worries me with the teenagers going and tanning because mine's from the sun and just not using sunscreen when I was growing up and stuff, and the tanning beds are so much more powerful that the chances of getting it are so much more likely.
Yeah, it scares me that my mom had skin cancer because my grandma and her did, so I hope I don't get it, but I still go.
So with all of these risks, why do teens still tan?
So they don't look as pasty as I do.
Even though I know that tanning is super dangerous, I have to go because I'm going to burn in that Mexico sun.
I don't like skin cancer and all, but I don't want to get fried when I'm down there either, so you got to be prepared.
So I can get really tan on spring break.
Remember, Oakville, wear sunscreen and stay safe over spring break. I'm Laura Pickler.
And I'm Jamie Drago for Channel 97 News. It's now time for Tiger Walking.
Hey Oakville, this is Olivia Mattis. On this edition of Tiger Walking, we asked students about their spring break plans. Let's take a walk. What are you doing for spring break?
Nothing.
I'm supposed to go to Florida, but as of now, I think I'm gonna have to get my tonsils removed, so.
I'm gonna run away to Panama City Beach.
I am going to Key West, Florida, and then I am just hanging out with friends.
I'm gonna get a lot of homework done, and I'm gonna go to Cancun.
I would go to Foot Locker, and I would get every pair of shoes that I could ever dream of. That would be my dream spring break.
I would probably ride on top of a shark.
I'd go on a cruise. I always wanted to do that.
I would play Pokemon, watch Pokemon, and hang out with Emma Stone.
On a beach with lots of women. Lots of women.
Do you think you'll get anything productive done this spring break?
Probably not. Probably be sitting at home going to sleep. Mom probably working my nerves, talking about take out the trash. Like, nah.
I mean, hopefully I'll get a tan.
I'll meet a lot of new people. I count that as productive.
No, not at all. School's not going to happen.
No matter what your spring break plans are, stay safe, Oakville. With photographer Dan Altman, I'm Olivia Mattis with Channel 97 News.
We told you earlier about the importance of picking out your classes, but how valuable are those classes? Robbie Obradovic gives us his answer in today's commentary.
The sum of the square roots of any two sides of an isosceles triangle is equal to the square root of the remaining side. Who cares? Now hear me out, Oakville. Sometimes I wonder why we learn what we learn in school. What's the point of knowing stuff like the quadratic formula, what makes up a molecule, how short Napoleon was, and my favorite, how to diagram a sentence? If you ask me, I think the majority of what we are taught is useless, and sometimes impossible. Why must life be so hard? Think about it. How many times have you taken a test and the questions on it were impossible compared to the homework?
2 + 2 = fish. 3 + 3 = 8. 7 + 7 = triangle. Billy has 3 apples and eats 1. Calculate the mass of the sun.
What? Sure, we intend to study more than we actually do, but with after-school activities and work,
ain't nobody got time for that.
This stuff may be beneficial to some people, but when it's stuff like geometry, helped mankind. So, Johnson, have you discovered the cure for the common cold yet?
No, but I have discovered how many licks it takes to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop.
In actuality, school isn't meant to teach us how to solve a specific problem, but how to use critical thinking, inductive reasoning, and logic to solve a problem. For Joe Keller Filming, remember Oakville, keep your head up in class.
Well, that wraps up this edition of Channel 97 News.
On our next show, we will introduce you to the contestants of this year's Mr. OHS. Thanks for watching. I'm Melissa Quinones.
And I'm Kira De La Fuente. Remember, Oakville, keep your eyes on the Tigers.
My girls played hard, and all you can ask for is to be tied going to the fourth quarter against district's championship. So, photo bomb. Woo!